Beyond the newsroom, where untold story is revealed.
Barbara Itungo Kyagulanyi amaziga gamuyunguse agamba nti ebimu ku bitundu ku muntu gwe yali ali yafa oluvannyuma lw'ekiro eky'olwokutaano nakusa omwezi nga 23 omwezi ogwa January mu biseera ebyo nga yali ali mu nnyumba bw'omu bannamunigina Amagye agategeeza okuba nti boolyawo agalumbagana ennyumba yaabwe ne bayingira mu biseera ebyo omwami we ayitibwa Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu yali on hold era abajjukira obulungi omulumizi w'amagye yali agamba nti ono mwagala either nga mulamu oba nga mufu era ayina no ya tweetinga n'akakasa nti y'omu ku ggulu aba ayagala okuba nti oboolyawo addamu okulabako nga omutwe gugudde wali mu mawulire ge tulinawo
ebuvanjuba n'ebugwanjuba ewaka wasigalawo ewasinga. Beyond the newsroom gwe mukutu ogukuleetera ekyo ekisinga katiranga naffe ng'oyita ku noti 771 44 53 ne noti 744 26 41 na bino bikulu tetulanga bafere tetulanga basawo ba kinnansi n'abagwa mu koowa eryo mwebale kutuwagira. Thank you.
BTN Media atuba tugobye umale olunaku olwaleero sad story eya Bobi Kyagulanyi avuddeyo n'amaziga nga gamuyunguka n'apostinga ebigambo ebikutte ku nsi ne bitukwasiza ddala ennaku mu ddakiika nga ziri 11 aposti eno nsobodde okubanga oboolyawo nange njesomerako ne ngamba lwaki asijje kuleetera omanye abantu bano kye bayitamu kakati n'obwombeefu nkusaba vidiyo eno ogira likinge etambule subscribe nga kitegeeza oba otuyinzeko gwe bwatyo ate nabakubanga otwengako amannya bamperansi ku mukutu BTN Media agambye bw'ati Barbara Itungo Kyagulanyi ng'ajjukiramu kono olunaku ebintu bye baali bazimbye ebintu enkuyanja oboolyawo ebyali birowoozebwa anti byali bifuula amaka gaabwe ag'essanyu byonna agamba nti yabiraba nga biri mu kuba nga bisaanawo naye nga bisaanyizibwawo abantu abateeka okuba nga babakuuma agamba ekiro ekyo yali nightmare ku ssaawa nga zikunyukiriza okweranya era agamba nti emyezi giyiseewo 3 naye taddangamu kubeera kye kimu experiencinga obuzibu obw'amaanyi ennyo era bwe wajjukira ebyamutuusibwako kwolwo akyaddaaki amaze n'abyogera byonna bye njagala tuyitemu agambye atya Barbara Itungo Kyagulanyi. I still vividly remember the moment everything I had built over the years collapsed. Nkyajjukira n'ebifaananyi nkyabirina akaseera ako buli kyonna kye twali tuzimbye oluvannyuma lw'emyaka kye nali neezimbidde kyasaanawo nga ndi mukuba nga ndaba ayongerako n'agamba nti olunaku olwo buli kitundu mu bulamu bwange nakiwulira nga kiri mu kuba nga kiseebengerera nga kisiimuuka kiggwawo. Barbara Kyagulanyi agamba nti my life got formatted and everything that I had built carefully crafted just crumbled before my own eyes. Byonna bye nali nzimbye oluvannyuma lw'ebbanga nabiraba mu maaso gange nga biri mu kuba nga bisaanawo mu nsaanawo ate oboolyawo eyali etaali nnungi agamba at a fundamental reconstruction, a total overhaul of everything I knew happened in the blink of an eye. In that moment everything I had built, my identity melted through my fingers, my soul died. Agamba nti omwoyo gwe gwafa. Barbie Kyagulanyi agamba nti ebintu byali amaze ebbanga nga creatinga nga azimba nga constructinga byonna yabiraba nga biri tarnished nga byonna biri mu kuba nga biggwawo nga byonna biri mu kuba nga bisaanyizibwawo in a blink of an eye mu kaseera mpaawo kaagwa byonna yabiraba nga biri mu kuba nga biggwa. Agamba nti yasebengerera yamenyeka omutima yamenyeka ebitundutundu byonna n'ayiika era yalaba nga byonna bigenda mu maaso. Oluvannyuma lw'emyezi 3 akitegeeza nti ebyaliwo nga biri mu 3 emyezi kituufu gye bagiweze 3 agamba nti abadde afeesinga Chaos of transformation abadde afuna obuzibu okuddamu okweza okwetereza okuddamu okweddaabulula andozo kye kigambo ekituufu era agamba nti ekino tekisobodde kubanga kibeerawo mu kwekwe. I have experienced unconditional love. Nfunye omukwano ogutaggwaawo funye omukwano ogutaliiko bukwakkulizo agamba nti under unreserved support nenfuna n'okuwembejjebwa n'ofuna n'okukwatibwako n'ofuna n'obuvumu obumalirivu okuva mu bantu ab'enjawulo abanneetoolodde oboolyawo support eno ennyambye ennyo. Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I can't seem to know who I am anymore. olumu ntunako mu ndabirwamu ebyaddala ne neebuuza oba nkyemanyi ddala bambi mukazi wattu agamba nti ebyamutuusibwako atuna mu mira n'alaba nga takyasobola kuba nti oboolyawo akkiriza nti y'oli omuntu bwe yali era n'agamba nti simanyi oba ddala nkyali nze. Mukyala Bobi Wine ayitibwa Barbara Itungo Kyagulanyi agamba nti ekyannaku byonna biriwe bityo naye byonna the bitter sweet part of all this that I will never be the same. Amazima gali nti ebyaddala amazima amawomu siriddamu kubeera kyekimu oluvannyuma lw'ekiro ekyo ekyantuusako. Bino abyogera after 3 months kitegeeza nti amaze okubanga oboolyawo atereera mu mutima nakkiriza nti ebyaddala ebyaliwo byaliwo naye obulumi nakyo n'ekyagenda mu maaso tekirinvaako obulamu bwonna. Ayongerako n'agamba bw'ati agamba nti I have experienced pure sisterhood and I got to be experiencing firsthand the true meaning of unreserved support. Omundi ogusokedde ddala anfunye abooluganda baganda bange era ndi mu kubanga experience omukwano gw'obwa sseruganda, ndi mu kubanga ndaba kye bayita okwagala kyeki, a true definition of love and support, ndi mu kubanga mbi experience nga omuli ogusokedde. Mu kavuyo k'enkyukakyuka Barbara Itungo Kyagulanyi agamba nti ngezezzaako era ndi mu kubanga njiga okwagala, ndi mu kubanga mu nkyukakyuka eno ndi mu kubanga ndaba kye bayita okwagala era nsomye kye bayita okwagala okutuufu mu mbeera ey'enjawulo. I have learned to love more and in many aspects I'm different. Napostinga ekifaananyi ekyo nga akasa ensi nti byaddala ataliddamu kubeera kyekimu. Barbara Kyagulanyi agamba nti byonna bya experience nze agamba kyannaku nnyo anti abantu abateeka okubanga bamukuuma ate buli abamutuusako bino agamba nti ebintu byali azimbye oluvannyuma lw'ebbanga eddene byonna byasaanawo mu kaseera mpaawo kaaba mu lutemya lwa liiso era agamba nti tekiriddamu kubeera kyekimu mu bulamu bwe. Agamba nti ebitundu ku mulamu bwe byayiika wansi. Barbara Kyagulanyi mu positi eno oluvannyuma lw'emyezi 3 ekyero kya 23 agamba nti byonna byasaanawo ng'alaba byonna byaggwawo experiences okuddamu okweddaabulula naye akkiriza nti waliwo omukwano ogw'enjawulo gw'abadde tamanyi gwali mu kubanga experiencinga afunye abaganda be abamulaze omukwano ogw'abakyala ogw'abaluganda obwa aba sisters n'agamba nti byaddala ayize ekibayita okwagala okutuufu ate ayize n'okwawa support entuufu mu bantu singa bali aba bayise mu kusoomoozebwa. Barbara Kyagulanyi ebigambo ebyo bitutuusa ku video gye njagala okubanga nkuwa eya Robert Kyagulanyi Center mu lunaku lw'ejjo ate ngenda kuwa n'ebya 70 bill amaaso awo just gwe ky'oba okola subscribinga obeera otwenzeko obulungi nnyo.
When sovereignty belongs to citizens, they are protected from panicking regimes and governments. A nation loses sovereignty when its own leaders become afraid of its people. Sovereignty is not a shield to hide government failure. That's one. Sovereignty is not a shield or a curtain behind which corruption, impunity, shrinking civic space, and fear should be repackaged as patriotism. No, it's not. You cannot internationalize profit and then turn around and criminalize international solidarity. It does not work like that. This is not a sovereignty bill at all. This is a silencing bill. It is an anti-people law or proposed law. So, honorable members, Uganda was not built on silence. Never has it ever been built on silence. It was built on resistance. So we are resisting dictatorships. We are resisting bad governance. And I think that's why you're seeing us in large numbers here today. On Friday we came. I was very invested. I was here. By 9:30 I was here in this house on Friday as well. So Ugandans are resisting this proposed law because nations become stronger, not when governments are protected from criticism. Nations build and become stronger when citizens are the ones who are protected from bad governance. You say this bill or this proposed law is here for the executive to control how the population relates with it. I think we need to be clear, because we keep insisting that, oh, money is coming in through political parties. The political parties have a regulating law, which even has sanctions, it has penalties. So I don't see why we need to keep bringing up different laws to describe the same thing. I think Uganda needs to implement the laws that are already existing properly and stop over vulgarizing what the law is supposed to do and what the role.
House and surrounded by the military. The following day, we were raided by the military on the orders of the Chief of Defense Forces. And that night, because I had learned a lesson in 2021, I had anticipated that raid. And our friendly people within the forces had warned us that there was an order from the Chief of Defense Forces, who is the son of the president, that I should be disabled fundamentally. Whatever that meant, for me, it rang a bell. So I played a ninja role and disappeared. And disappeared from my house. We call it Robert style. On the 16th, they didn't get me, but that day they did not break into my house. I remained at large. I wanted to be able to charge up my people, to be able to communicate, because I knew they would lock me in my house, cut off the internet, and isolate me from the rest of the world. That went on for another week. Now, on the 23rd of January 2026, after looking for me for a week and a few days, and they confined me, the son of the president got so angry that he raided my house. This time they broke into my house, found my wife, beat her so bad, they beat my family members, they stripped my wife naked. Meanwhile, they were filming and taking pictures, the same pictures that later on Museveni's son, who is the Chief of Defense Forces, tweeted in his, usual tweets, erratic tweets, for lack of a better word, saying this is Bobi's wife when we captured her. Now,
at the college studying governance and psychology. Thank you so much for being here. As we talked earlier, I grew up listening to your songs, and in 2021 when you ran for president, we were following your journey, first of all because you are a young person, and African...
Am I?
Yes, African need young people, and I think that's one of the reasons why there were overwhelming majority of young people and a lot of people in Africa following you. But also there's one thing, I think that's one thing that I've been grappling with and I don't know the answer. I think maybe you will know the answer because this is your campaign, is that a lot of other Africans know that you deserve to win and you are at the task of this. But there are other people who also saw your campaign as a joke, or maybe to attract international support or attention, or maybe funds. What did you think that you could really do differently? Because we really want these dictators out. The same thing is happening in my country. And the chief of staff of the defense minister of Uganda is supporting a real bombing to innocent South Sudanese because he is supporting the dictator that is in my country. So my question is, what would you do differently, or any other candidate who want to run, so that what is your background, whether you're coming from politics or not, so that people will not see that you are a joke. You are doing this because you are fighting for people, so that people who have been in politics before could join the support and really support you and know that you are serious. I'm really looking forward to what you
I'm sorry, please ask the question precisely.
The question is, what could you have done differently so that the leaders who are in politics, like older people or maybe other people who think that your campaign was not serious, so that they could support this? Because we need young people.
I got the question. I don't know if you will permit me. I would love, but the question is so intriguing that I want to respond immediately, lest I forget or lose the steam. Thank you very much. That's important. It had two parts. First, there are those that see the campaign that we ran as a joke. Believe me, when you fight corruption, corruption fights back. When you fight dictatorship, dictatorship fights back even more ferociously. Now, I'm a musician, and I'm proud of it. Anybody that wants to see me as a joke because of my talent and my vocation, which I went to university and studied and did with excellence, they're right. I mean, there are very many perspectives that people look at us, while the oppressed people look at me and my team as a beacon of hope. Yes. The agents of the dictators see me as a saboteur. And others, because we have the oppressor, in Uganda is divided into two sides, the oppressor and the oppressed. The oppressed people are not necessarily in politics, all of them. And also the oppressor, they are not all necessarily in the ruling government. There are even those that pose as the opposition. And indeed, Museveni has good opposition and bad opposition. The good opposition are those that are willing to be complacent and do the clean, nice politics. While us, we are the bad opposition that are intending to remove the dictatorship, you know, and we are hated. So, I mean, I cannot choose for everybody how they see us. We would love to be determined by our agenda, the outcome of our campaign, and the character that we show. What could I have done differently? You see, what I could have done differently, I don't like it, I don't believe it, so I didn't do it. And that was picking up guns. We're young people, I'm a bad boy, I'm from the ghetto. And indeed, many have come to us saying, Bobi, you are young, we are many, we are desperate, we have nothing to lose but everything to gain. Let's pick up guns and beat up these sons of bitches. I said no, because violence only begets violence. Historically, I've not seen anywhere where violence takes over and you get a smooth democracy. Our desire is to disempower the guns and empower the people. So we would be another group that comes in forcefully and filled with entitlement. But if through this our struggle we disempower violence, then we have empowered the people. We want to change. I mean, we come from a country that has never seen a peaceful transfer of power from one ruler to another. Since independence, 1962, that is 63 years ago. We want to change that in this, our generation. That is why we chose to take the long, painful, but moral path of non-violence. So we could have used violence, but we chose not to. Because also we know that General Museveni has been in power in Uganda for 40 years and he's a violent guy, he believes in violence. So he has, you know, taken all these years stockpiling weapons. We chose not to take him to an area where he's an expert. We wanted to demystify violence by being non-violent. And that rendered all his stockpile of of weapons useless. I mean, I'm a guy that shows up with just a microphone and he has no idea how to deal with us. He put me in jail, it got nasty. He releases me, he's in problems. So he's damned when I'm in jail, he's damned when I'm free. No wonder they resorted to abductions and killings and all that. So we could have taken the violent line. We chose not to. We chose non-violence because it has worked in the past. It's hectic, it's painful, but we know when we insist, it will not only work in Uganda, but it will become the new normal for Africa. It's time for constant killing each other is over. Thank you.